The role of air traffic control is a difficult and stressful one. It is only then fulfilled by those with the unique ability to be able to concentrate without faltering for hours at a time, whilst managing multiple tasks simultaneously, and all this is done knowing that literally hundreds of lives rely on their precision and accuracy. Tower Simulator 3 is the successor to Tower 3D Pro. It has the same unique selling point: the ability to use just your voice in order to communicate with and orchestrate the aircraft coming in and out of your selected airport. To achieve this goal, there is a learning curve which at first appears to be much steeper than it actually is. First of all, you must learn the phonetic alphabet. Then you must learn the call sign for each aircraft company. Finally, you must be able to accurately combine the above information in relation to what is happening real time in your airport. Accurately convey your spoken commands to the correct aircraft at the appropriate time and in the specific order dictated by the game. Magic 4549er, runway 06 right, line up and wait after next landing aircraft. Once you have mastered this, the game quickly feels very realistic indeed, and as the workload increases, it will accurately capture the complexity and intensity that I suspect real-world ATC operators face on a daily basis, and as such, it could quickly become exhilarating.
Oh my days, they're proper both going for it. That's brilliant.
Magic 4537, runway 06 right, cleared to takeoff.
Runway 06 right,
Magic
cleared
48,
Magic 4537.
Magic 4687, pushback approved, expect runway 07 left.
Magic 4549er, runway 06 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 06
That's pretty
right,
dope
cleared
what
for
you're doing
immediate
right now,
takeoff upon
sending them
reaching
both
altitude
away. That's
1000,
brilliant.
contact departure.
Numerous quality of life improvements and the desire to increase realism in Tower Simulator 3 has been the focal point of development across the board. We have a new 3D tower sporting no less than 6 monitors, thus removing any desire or need to export to additional monitors yourself.
Magic 4687, runway 07 left.
We have new and improved aircraft modelling throughout. They have enhanced the accuracy with which the voice recognition software works and added additional commands for you to use. And the game now ships with multiple pilot voices sporting multiple accents, which adds a little to the immersion.
Runway 06 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Magic 6625.
They have streamlined the menu and added features including career mode and numerous multiplayer improvements. The 3D tower for me is the biggest and most impactful change, especially for those players with just a single monitor, because although the ability to export essential information to an unlimited number of windows and therefore additional screens not only remains but has been improved, the new 3D tower pretty much removes any need for you to do that. You can effortlessly switch between the 6 ATC screens using the F keys, giving you a full screen visibility, or you can utilise WASD and the floating position mechanic in order to zoom in or out on whatever you want to focus on and actually feel like you're physically working from within the ATC tower itself. Whilst the graphical improvements are not AAA standard by any stretch of the imagination, they are both welcome and a noticeable improvement over Tower 3D Pro, and you can really enjoy watching the doors opening and closing as passengers embark and disembark, and then follow the pushback trucks as they move the aircraft in position, and then follow the aircraft all the way through the taxi onto the runways themselves. The multiplayer setup is considerably easier now, and there's a new career mode which actually plays out more like a challenge mode, but both of these improvements are definitely a welcome addition. Total handled airplanes 22, number of takeoffs 12, 10 landings, 0 minor mistakes, that's not true, 0 major mistakes, 0 fatal mistakes, total game time 1 hour 53 minutes. Job well done, 50% bonus of 1,500, final score 3,200. St Thomas currently is the busiest airport in the United States Virgin Islands and one of the busiest in the Eastern Caribbean. Nice. The base game is $46.49 on Steam right now, and there was initially a discount for existing Tower 3D Pro players at launch, but sadly that promotion appears to be available no more. The base game will include 5 airports, and there is a lot of additional DLC which varies in price. On Steam right now there are 2 airports available which range between £7.65 whilst on sale and £14.29 at full price. The 𝗦𝘂𝗧 website currently offers a 10% discount for your first purchase, and that website also has some additional DLC which is not currently available on Steam. It's designed to further enhance the realism for you as a player. The Real World Colour and Real World Traffic bundle is currently priced at $44.99. Despite the vast number of improvements that Tower Simulator 3 brings over its predecessor, just like Tower 3D Pro, there are some areas in need of work. Now, whilst multiplayer is considerably easier to set up, the graphical improvements are not AAA, and whilst each aircraft looks considerably better, adding to the immersion, the FPS performance in 4K and 2K is very poor indeed. This was most noticeable to me when playing in multiplayer mode as the host. I found that if I hosted on a PC with a faster hard drive, this problem was definitely significantly less of an issue. Unfortunately, when you're playing in multiplayer mode, there is no end of session result that you can look at to see how well you performed. Multiplayer can also run into issues if you have any other software running on port 11,000, and if you're using an old slow hard drive like I am, you may run into some tower positioning issues as well, thereby not putting the tower in the map itself. Yeah, but that was a network port issue.
No, when we originally first tried the game.
Yeah. Was that Durham? Was that Durham?
The tower was messed up for you. You're not inside the tower right now, are you?
No. Are you?
No. I am, yeah.
Whilst the pilot voices are a great addition to the game, and I really appreciate having them, honestly, at best they are a little bit wonky, and most of the time they can only be considered to be hilarious. And of course, as always, there are a few small but a significant number of bugs which exist and are expected to be fixed in a timely fashion, one hopes. Other than these issues, it is a clear and noticeable improvement over the previous version. The price is, of course, subjective. It depends on how much you would spend on a bottle of wine, I guess. For me, despite the high cost, this is a considerably more realistic and enjoyable experience than Tower 3D Pro was. And whilst Tower 3D Pro is still a perfectly legitimate and playable game, I see no avenue now for me ever wanting to go back to that previous version. Undoubtedly, more could be done with the game, the graphics and the performance overall, for example, but the 3D tower I think is the key element here. It unlocks the full and immersive experience for especially single-screen players superbly. Every aspect of the game has seen some aspect of improvement with this upgrade, and yes, it still lacks that AAA polish, but the lick of paint that it has received across the board is both worthwhile and noticeable. I hope this review has been helpful for you. Please do watch some gameplay on 𝗬𝘂𝐿 Ultimate Realism if you'd like to see more. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Goodbye for now.